Wrong one. I'm going to make this announcement on Twitter. There we go. And we should be off and running. All right. I'm going to play a little music today. Let me know if this is a little loud. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. There we go. I wanted to just play that one song. All right. I think that's everything. Let's just check. Refresh this. I've wired up some alerts here, so we'll know when new friends join us. I have a viewer count badge there that's showing 0, even though it reports 4 over here. Might have something wrong with that. And my latest list of followers. I hope everything's working. I hope everything's working. Looks like everything's running fine. I'm going to run over to streamlabs.com real quick. Make sure that I am getting all the latest information loaded here. If I get a new follow, there we go. All right, that stuff looks good, but my viewer count doesn't look right. It should be reporting 10. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now it's coming in. How frequently does this update? It doesn't matter. Looks like it's working now. All right. Hope you guys can see me out there. Drop me a line in the chat if you can. I can see there's 5 of us watching. Today I've got a couple simple goals that I want to go through, and I'm going to try and limit to about an hour, hour and a half, because I want to focus on trying to be just a couple Pomodoros long. Something that I can get done in a little bit, so that moving forward, I can allocate an hour, hour and a half to streaming and get some stuff done on some of my open source projects. Maybe even talk to some of you as we try and build this out a little bit. Hey, Lantianer, you're back. Thanks so much for rejoining me here on this Friday. So today I'm going to package up that project, my configuration builders project, and my friend Oren was pointing me to the NuGet Package Explorer. We're going to take a look at using that to package this. And then I want to do a little bit of refactoring and talk about some other features I want to add into the project and walk through what that looks like, refactoring and pushing those features back out to my Git repository. So first things first, I've got a different hat today. I'm going to wear a different hat every stream. Today's hat, this is Doctor Strange's Eye of Agamotto hat. So from the movie, from the comic book, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I collect comic books. I love collecting comic books. So I went to my local comic shop, as I do every week, and stopped in right after the Doctor Strange movie was released. And the folks there, they know me because I've been stopping in for so long. And they said, Jeff, you gotta see this. And they came running up to me, and they actually brought, and I gotta reach over and grab this, they brought the Doctor Strange plush, right? And they said, look, it looks just like you. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. So Doctor Strange has kind of become my thing, so the Doctor Strange hat is suitable for me. So there you go, the Doctor Strange hat today. The music I'm playing today, this is Carl Franklin's Music to Code By. And this is a track that I really enjoy called Indigo. So you can download that from musictocodeby.com if you're interested. He's also got an app that you can use to download and stream this music. He's going to be publishing one new song a month, I think he's saying he's going to do. But you can check that out at musictocodeby.com. All right, let's actually get into writing some code here, doing something productive. Oren tells me that I can download the NuGet Package Explorer from the Microsoft Store. So I've got my Microsoft Store open here. Let me see if I can find the new... wow, right off the top, I typed NuGet Package Explorer. That's awesome. And look, Oren Novotny LLC. Congratulations, Oren, you made it. You're on the store. All right, let me go get that. And we'll see this download and install. And then we should be able to build our package and start referencing and using my little project, my configuration builder project, as a NuGet package. Product is installed. Fantastic. Launch it. And I can get rid of the Microsoft Store. Oh, very cool. It's over in my other window. Let me move it up here so we can all see it. There we go. NuGet Package Explorer. So I'm going to create a new package. And, wow, package metadata. Let's edit my package metadata. I'm going to call this fritz.configurationbuilders. And I'm going to set my version to 0.2.0. I'm going to make the title the same, Fritz Configuration Builders. Authors, that's me. Owners, that's me also. Actually, I think I'm C# Fritz is what I am on the NuGet.org repository. Development dependency. I don't have a development dependency. I don't have an icon. My project URL, sure, we have one of those. This lives at github.com. C# Fritz, fritz.configurationbuilders. Alright. License URL. I should have a license here, don't I? There it is. Well, that's kind of cool that GitHub does this. Neat. But I want to point to the raw license. There it is. And I just grabbed the MIT license when I built this project initially. So I am going to paste that in. A collection of useful configuration builders for .NET Framework. And I'm going to paste that into my description as well. So this is 0.2, initial release, any file support. Sure, copyright 2017, me, language, English, framework assemblies. I should probably reference system.configuration in this, because I am using system. You know what? I'm going to leave that empty for right now, and I'm actually going to point this at my DLL, and let's see if it builds some of this information for me. So I'm going to go back over to Visual Studio. Let me open my project. This one. Let me see if I can get my viewer count. Refresh that cache. My viewer list. Refresh that. There we go. Oh, cool. We got some new followers. All right. All right. Gosh, and I thought I had a follower count badge here somewhere. I don't have a follower count. Gosh. All right. I'm seeing over here I have 23 followers on the dashboard. That's pretty cool. Okay, so here's my project. Let me build a release version of this and actually set my project version, my come on now, my assembly info. Let me actually set, there it is. I don't want it to be 1.000. Let's make this 0.2.0. And we will make this one the same. Cool. So it's in release mode. Let's build. Alright, I've got a successful build. So now I'm going to point my NuGet Package Explorer. Let me save my metadata. I'm going to generate a new spec here. So let me put that down in my here. In this location, I'm going to put it right at the top of my project folder, just so I can find it easy. Okay, let's add some content. Let's see. I'm going to add. Nope, I don't want to add a text file. I'm going to add a lib folder because I actually have. Wow, I'm going to add an existing file. And I'm going to reach down into configuration builders. Let me grab the release version. I'm going to grab that DLL. Yeah, I need to add my package dependencies here. So, let's see. What's the easy way to do this? I think I need to edit my metadata. Edit dependencies. Ah, here we go. Target framework. Net 471. Select packages. Here we go. I need to specify the packages that I want to depend on. I'm going to go find... The first package I'm using is the any... I forget what it's called. What's it called? Packages configure. I'm looking for any-parser is the package that I depend on. So let's go find that. I think this one's it. Is it the 252? There it is. Yep, go ahead, add that. And I'm also going to depend on it's the configuration builders base. So let me go find configuration builders. Oh, look at this. Philip Laureano has already started. That looks like it might have been out there for a little bit longer than me. Let's see. I'm going to grab this one. Good. I think that's what I want. There we go. .NET Framework version equals 471. The any parser in this. There's my DLL. I think that's everything I need to build my package. Stable release of a package must not have a dependency on a pre-release. Alright, then I'm going to make this a pre-release version also. There we go. Now it's going to generate and save out my NupKeg for me. That's right, NupKeg. That's how all the cool kids refer to this. It's a NUPKG. It's a NuGet package. But when you're dealing with these things every day, we call them NupKegs. So let me save that out. And now I should... I'm going to push down the volume of the music just a little bit here. I'm going to reach out. Are you guys able to hear me over the music? Is the music too loud? What do you think? Let me know in the chat so I know what to do with that. I'm going to go out to NuGet.org. I'm going to log in. And I think that's mine. No, don't save that. Yep, there I am, C# Fritz. And I want to upload a package. So here it is. I should be able to drop a package right there in the window. Really? Really? Are we that cool? Let's see. Let me grab my Explorer window here. There it goes, resizing for me. So there's my preview NuGet package. I'm going to drop it right there. Please verify package metadata below. Looks good, looks good. Minimum NuGet client, I don't care. License URL, yep. Okay, okay, yep. All right. Collection of useful configuration builders for .NET Framework. Release notes, sure. Okay, I don't have an icon. I'm not that cool. Tags, let's give it a tag of configuration. I don't need a license to be accepted. List package and search results, sure. Import documentation, that's pretty cool, but no, I don't have any. Let's preview and see what this looks like. There is no markdown. All right, fine. Submit. Upload my package. Let me get rid of this. Looks like it's doing something. It might be. Package has not been indexed yet. Fantastic. All right. So it looks like... There we go. Looks like it's updated. It's uploaded. So I'm going to take this and I want to put it into my README over here. Now, if you remember from my last stream, if you were watching, I didn't have very much in the README. I said I was going to go back and write some documentation. So I added some documentation here for how to use the configuration builders. So let's go into my README and let's edit. And I'm going to add a line somewhere up here. You can install these features from NuGet. And let's put there's my URL. By executing, and let's put, what is it? Install package fritz.configuration builders. That'll look cool. Neat. All right. Added NuGet.org reference. Sure, commit it directly, and it's just a doc change. Fantastic. All right. I should commit my new spec, so I'm going to go over to. Well, I want to put it into my project also, so that I can see it here. So let me add a solution folder, and I will just call this solution items. And inside my solution items, I'm going to add an existing item, and there's my new spec. Fantastic. Now my new spec is part of my solution. I'm going to open my console window because I like to use source control from the console. There we go. Let me push up that font size just a smidge. That's a little bit better. All right, so let me go into that folder. There we go. Good. What do we have here? It's going to get grouchy. I want to tell it... oh, it's already ignoring the nupkeg. All right, cool. And you know what? I don't like that being named 020, the new spec. Right? Having that version number embedded in there feels bad. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to come back over here and let's rename. Can I do that? And let's yank that. Cool. Let's put that preview in there. I don't like the cap. That's better. All right. Now let me add that new spec. There we go. All right. Let's move that everything back up to the top. So now let's add, let's commit everything. Added NuGet publishing information. Cool. Now that's in my dev project. I should pull that back over to master. So I'm going to go back into my project, code. I'm going to create a quick pull request just to do that merge real quick. Yeah. Added NuGet stuffs. All right. I don't care about the... Ooh, look at this. AppFair was unable to build. What happened there? Yeah. There we go. It's building. All right. Just make sure that this builds properly. I don't want to have something published that doesn't work. Okay. And okay, so it built it. Yeah. Tests. Come on. Show me this all worked right. We're waiting. Build success. That's what I thought, you turkey. That should say that it built completely, correctly. Branch has conflicts that must be resolved. What? Oh, it's because I made the changes directly in the README. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Blah, 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 blah. Big deal. All right, so if you haven't done this, right, it puts these, if you haven't resolved a conflict in Git, it puts these markers in here to show you this is what was in the dev version, this is what was in the master version. They're pretty much identical. So for this case, I'm just going to make that change, mark this as resolved. Yep, commit it. Right, and now I'm kind of in merge hell, right? Verified, good. Has no conflicts, good. Squash and merge. Yeah, do it. All right. Good. So now when I look, there's my install package. Why does it have big thanks twice? See that? Not a fan. Ugh. Ugh. Goodbye. Fixed duplicate lines. Commit. All right. Let me go back over here, make sure I have the latest. So I'm going to check out master, git pull, good, git checkout dev, yeah, git merge master. You suck. You suck. Right, it should show me, yep, both modified readme. Now I've got to do the same thing here that I did online. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. And of course, Notepad doesn't want to size properly. Ugh. Ugh. The amount of rigmarole I go through just to make... Yeah, look at that. It's the same stupid thing. I don't know why Git is grouchy about that. Alright, commit fixed readme. Good. Alright. So now if I go back over to master, and now I've got this stupid... Ugh. Alright. I'm not going to worry about that anymore. So I've got my package published. It's up on NuGet. There it is. Not indexed yet, but you can find it. If you go and install a specific version, it will find it and it will download it. So 10 minutes ago, we uploaded that, and it's available for everybody to come and use. Now, the next thing that I wanted to do, why is it saying the build's pending? Come on. It built properly. There we go. Is it just it didn't refresh my... There it is, build passing. Good. So the next thing I wanted to do, I created that folder called integration test here, and I put a sample console application in there that uses the configuration builders, and that's nice. It's out there. It's easy for me then to go into my project and verify that it's working. It's been modified. All right, there we go. So I named it integration test. I don't like calling it integration test. It's really where I want to have my samples. So I want to rename these and have sample applications sitting there so that folks can download them and they can see exactly how to use the configuration builders. So what I want to do, I want to add, let me add a new solution folder. I will call this samples, and I'm going to put this right up in there in my samples. And I'm going to rename this from integration test to sample any. All right. And now, because I renamed my project, everything's kind of wonky, right? Actually, I don't think that default namespace. Yeah, you're not going to like that, are you? So let's call this sample.ini for the namespace. Let's even make the assembly name that. Cool. All right. Close that. And what do we... that's all XML stuff. I don't care about that. Let me rename this. Sample.ini. We're good there, right? Should be able to still run that. Let me change this back to debug mode. And just to verify that it works, I'm going to start a new instance of that. It worked. Good. Verification. All right. So I will save that, and now I've done that little bit of refactoring. It's going to get grouchy at me because I moved some things around here. Look, it's got the deleted here. It has an untracked file. And I've actually still got it in this folder called integration test, right? There it is, integration test. So I want to rename that from integration test to, I want to put it into a samples folder and then have a sample.ini underneath that. So let me do that. I'm going to do that. Let me do it on the command line. That's kind of easy to do. So I will make a folder called samples. Can I just rename integration test to sample any? Did it just do that? Hey, it did. Cool. All right, now let's move sample any into samples. Oh, do tell. Did that work properly? Fantastic. All right. Now I'm going to commit those changes. Yep, you got a little grouchy there. All right, and I am on my dev branch. That's fine. I'm gonna cheat and just do a git add. I know that's bad form, but shh, don't tell the software gods that I went and did that. Looks good. Modified, renamed. Cool. So git commit, renamed integration test to sample. I think that's good. All right, let me do a git push. Failed to push some refs because your current branch is behind its remote counterpart. Fine. Show me what's different. Oh, you suck. Doesn't like my README. Let's open Visual Studio Code and fix that README. Again. I love source control because it is the source of truth and the source of my pain. Right? Let me zoom out here a little bit. Let's see what we've got. Is it still grouchy about that last line? Accept current change. Nice. I like that feature in Visual Studio Code. All right, get status. Good. Fixed README. Again. Push. All right, now I should be able to go over here. And we should see my dev branch show up. 7 commits ahead of master. Yeah. But there's my sample ini. All right. So let's do a pull request and merge that. Moved integration test into samples. And now I don't want to just do a straight pull request to merge that. Look at this. This is stupid. Squash and merge all of that. I don't want to see all that nonsense. And then I want to pull it back and rebase the stuff that I have locally so I'm not dealing with all this nonsense. So yeah, squash and merge that. Added initial documentation. Added NuGet publishing. Good. Do it. All right. So now if I go back up to my master, all right, that looks good. So now let me come back to my local code here, and let me check out master. Okay. Let me go to my dev folder. Pull that from, all right. Yeah, see, it has all the stuff that hasn't been squashed. So now, I guess that's not too bad, right? But I'm going to end up having, I'm going to end up having all this stuff duplicated again and again and again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a git checkout master, and I'm just going to delete my dev branch. I'm going to check out a new copy of my dev branch. Fantastic, and it's already set up to track. All right. Now if I go over to GitHub, how does my dev branch here, does this look all messy? Yeah, 25 commits, it's all messy with all that stuff up here. Now isn't there a way I can rebase that? I thought there was a way I could rebase. Can I just do a just do a push force and make that go away? No. See, look at this, and AppFare is grouchy about this. I don't care. That's just a code, a doc fix. All right, so now I have a sample ini sitting out there that I can verify against, and I can actually see that things are running properly. All right, the next thing that I wanted to be able to do with this, because people love editing and sending over ini files, has been modified. There are unsaved changes. Ignore. Yeah, everything's the same. Good. So the next thing that I wanted to do... Oh, by the way, I've got coffee, right? And my favorite .NET Rocks mug. I used a little peppermint creamer today just because it's approaching the holidays and everybody loves a little peppermint around the holiday. So the next thing that I wanted to check into and think about was when you look at folks who write ini files, right? And let me bring open the Solution Explorer. Oh, look. It can't find my project. Of course it can't find my project because I moved it. Let's remove that and let's re-add it. It is under CDev Fritz Configuration Builders, but I put it under Samples. There it is now. And loaded. And now my sample... My solution file should be happier, right? Let's just push those in. Re-referenced project file from solution. Cool. All right. I should merge that into master, shouldn't I? All right. Git pull dev. What? Fine. Git merge dev. Of course. Both modified the solution file. Oh, neat. All right. So let me go back over. Let's do code. Fritz Configuration Builders SLN. This shouldn't be this hard, but it's such a pain in the neck. Accept the incoming change. Right, because the incoming change points to solution items. This one is pulling from sample ini. Except, I don't think I did that right. No, come back. Don't save. Do that again. All right. The current change, yes, that's what I want. I want sample ini. Okay. And accept the current, the top one. Where did it go? I think that's right. Let's see what... yep, go ahead, reload. Nope, doesn't work. You stink. And I don't like it. Reload project. Nope, can't find it. Of course it can't. Remove that. Add existing project. This one. Okay. And right, should be there. Your branch is up to date. All conflicts fixed, but you are still merging. Yes. Fixed solution file. Yeah. All right, git push. Alright, I shouldn't have done that. I'm a bad. I'm gonna go head 10. Let's do some rebasing here just to prune and trim. Wow. Okay, so here's all my commits, right? Those are fine. Here, these ones I want to get rid of. Alright, so... no, what did it do? No, don't do that. Try this again. Oh boy. I'm in VI. Oh boy. That could have been a problem. Alright. I want to get rid of this. That's much better. Actually, no, wait. I want that one. I want to squash this one into the previous. I want to squash this one. Squash this one. That one's okay for documentation. Let's squash this one. Yep, squash that one. Get rid of that one. Alright, I think that's what we want. So let it rebase that a little bit. Yeah. Boy. Let's get rid of... No... Yep. Alright, I think that's what I want. Oh, dear God. Don't you wish this could be a heck of a lot easier? I want the current change. This shouldn't be this hard, right? Fixed readme. Alright, rebase, continue. Another merge conflict. I don't understand how there's a merge conflict in these things when nothing has changed. Pain in my neck. And it's the same damn line. Fixed readme. Okay, let's continue the rebase. It's the same damn merge conflict that I've been resolving. Okay. I want to take solution items. It's got the new spec. That's fine. I want the current change. Save. And this should still work. There are unsaved changes. Save as, discard, overwrite, ignore the external. No. Discard the unsaved and load from disk. unavailable. All right. So let me remove. I've got 2 samples folders now here. Add existing project. Sample ini CS proj. Okay, there it is. Save my entire solution. Save everything. Get status. That's not it. Get status. Good. All right. Fritz configuration builders SLN. Fixed solution file merge. Get rebase continue. Isaac, yes, I would have screamed now. And I get down this rabbit hole all the time, and it ticks me off. All these stupid... And now, look, I've got an ugly log file. Completely ugly log file. This is ridiculous. All right. I'm going to push this up in force so that I blow away all the crap that's up on GitHub, and it looks, hopefully, a little bit better. 23 commits ahead, 14 commits behind master on dev. Yeah, we're going to need to fix that. Let me go back to my master branch and let's see what that looks like. 17 commits. All right, it's not bad. But everything looks right here now. NuGet and... Damn it! All right. No more editing on GitHub because it just ends up being a disaster. So, let me go back to Visual Studio Code where I have README opened. And there's a duplicate line right there. Git commit removed extra duplicate line in README. Now, I'm going to tempt fate and I'm going to rebase that. So I like to do rebase-I so I have the interactive so I can see what's going on when I rebase. And I'm going to go to head tilde 2. So I go back 2 clicks here. And I'm going to squash. I'm going to merge this second one in. Right? No. DW. DW. There we go. Squash. What? Error. Remove duplicate. You can fix this. No. Abort. Let's try this again. One more time. Okay. DW. I. Squash. Rebasing. Good. And I'm just going to get rid of that. Good. If I do a git log, good, it's gone. And let's do a git push force so that I push up and overwrite the previous. Good. I'm going to delete my dev branch and rebuild it. Git checkout. Dev. All right. What is it to set the upstream? It is isn't it git push? And I think it's a -u. Let's see if we can make it grouchy. Branch dev set up to track remote branch dev from origin, and it did a forced update. Do tell me that it worked properly. First, let's make sure that okay, that's good. And come back over here, go to dev, 17 commits. All right, much better. And AppVeyor is probably going crazy trying to catch up with builds. What did I do? All right, let's get to actually writing some code again now that we're done monkeying with Git. Oh no. What? What did you do? What the hell? What is all this? Okay. And all of my tests should work, right? Oh, it's so crazy. Why does git merge have to be so hard? Okay. The feature I wanted to add, now that we can finally start writing some damn code, I'm going to close up my samples here, is that folks, when they write some of their ini files, they like to have sections here, like app settings, connection strings, and they want to use that name when they reference and build their configuration settings. Wouldn't it be easy if we could allow you to reference and have those added into your project? So let's start off by making these making some unit tests to go with these, right? So underneath my ini, I'm going to create a new unit test. I'm going to create a new class. So I'm going to add new class. And the scenario that I'm looking at here, this is going to be for strict mode references only. And I'll explain the difference between strict and greedy in a second. But I will call this merged section names. How's that sound? Okay. So I use 2 space tab stops here, and I'm going to reference my base ini fixture, which means that I need to implement my abstract class. This is a test fixture. Excuse me. Yep, using NUnit framework. I use NUnit because I've been using it forever and I really like it. So, and the ini file name, I want to use that same settings that I have here. So, this is called many app settings ini. So, I will say that the name of my ini file is many app settings ini. There it goes. So now I can start writing some tests. Right, that's the same way. Yep. Okay. So, what I want to do, let me go to my simple one again here. So I was originally just testing to see if it applied a setting, and just going through and saying, is this a correct result? I'm going to do this same, very similar test. I'm going to copy that and paste it over here. So I'm going to call this should apply header. Should apply section name. Yeah, let's call it that. All right. Come on, I'm doing a control period here. Give me a... There we go. Yes, using that. Using that. Give me my using statement for... There it is, system configuration. So now, looking at my many app settings, what I want to happen is I want to have it say app setting underscore app setting 1. App settings underscore app setting 1 if I have a match there. So in my app settings section, I'm going to leave this in strict mode, and I want to have it replace app settings app setting 1, and yeah, we'll leave that as inline value. The location is the ini file. So there's 2 different modes that you can use my configuration builder. There's strict mode and greedy mode. Okay, strict mode says only replace those settings that are already found in the collection. Where greedy mode says, I don't care if you find the setting in the collection, add it in anyway. So, what I want to do here is in strict mode, since I have a setting that matches, I want to replace that and have it actually specify value 1 as the new result. So, process configuration section, and you know what? Before I go too much further, I'm going to turn on my live unit testing so I can watch and make sure that this is broken, and then I know when I fix it. So here we go. Live unit testing is turning on. You can see the little thing down here spinning, and my background task is starting up. So let's take a look. Process configuration settings. I want the value now to be value 1. And let's see. It come back and tell me good. So, whole lot of failure here. In fact, if I go over to my test explorer, it should actually show me what's going on here. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. That's a beautiful thing. Love seeing ugly errors. Where's it actually erroring out here? So, this doesn't exist because it's got this new name up here. So I'll just copy that in, let the test run again, and I should just get a test failed. Alright, so I've got my red X's, and when I take a look at my test explorer, did not set the value properly. Good. So it still has inline value. It doesn't know what to replace with. So let's now go over and actually look at the code for my configuration builder. Now, there is a configuration option that says use this ini section, use this section of the ini file to analyze and do your match. The question that I'm running in, that I'm thinking through is, do I want to require that in strict mode, and then I'll do a match of the merged value? Part of me says yes. That I do want to require that the ini section is set. So let me do that. Let me make sure I add that to my configuration here. So ini configuration builder, not comma, gosh. Section tag, and I'm going to specify app settings. Now it's in strict mode, so in strict mode, it should just check for a complete match. But I'm not just checking for that match. It's up here. What? My initialize should be running fine. It's in the get value here. So now it's saying if is null or empty, any data global key. I also now want to check if we're in a section and we're in strict mode, then replace that value. So let's do else if. So if we're in a section, right, we're going to know our section is going to be specified by any section, and we want to make sure, test to see if it's not this global. You know what, we should probably set that to a constant. Hey, there we go. And we will call this global section. All right. So all I did was a control period there, and I got the refactoring from Visual Studio to pop up. So let me go down here. I can replace this with global section. So here I am. So now I want to say if, what was it? Any section equals global section. Now if it does not equal, if it's not the global, if it's something else, there we go. And we have a match, right? So our section is, I don't want to do a concatenate right here. Let's do it here. Merged, then it's going to do it for everything. Do I really want to do it? Why not? For right now, string, concat. Let's do any section. My underscore is what I'm going to put in between them. And then my key, right? So, and now I want to do my test. String is null or empty. And I'm going to check any data. I want to look in the correct section that was specified as my any section, right? And I want to check for that specific key that they're... oh, wait a sec. The key being passed in is actually going to be app setting underscore setting 1. I want to check for setting 1. Right? Yeah. So I need to actually... I'm thinking about this backwards. I don't want the merged section name. I want the stripped key if there is a underscore in it. Yeah. So let's call this base key. And let's actually, since I'm doing a return here, I can get rid of that. And I can say, let's put this here. And the base key is going to be key.split. Right, let's split on that. And it's going to be the second section, if it exists. I'm going to, for safety, I should do this as several sections, as several steps. Key split on that. And then if I want to say key sections count is greater than 1, then I want to have it be key sections the second one. Otherwise, just return the key. And then what do we got here? Method group. You know what? Haha. Alright. So now I want to do this same string is null or empty to check and see if the section that I'm searching matches, right? Do I need the check for global section? No, right? I don't need to specify because you're already specifying the section you want to pull it from inside of inside of the key name is where you're right, because my key name is app settings underscore. You don't need to specify that section twice. That feels silly. All right, so now I want to say I need to actually get the section to pull it from. Oh man. So if it is greater than 1, then we'll pull it from 0. So if key sections dot length greater than 1 and not string is null or empty. Any data sections. No sections. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm going to search on the section that was requested, search for the key that was requested. Cool. Then let's return as my value any data sections section key. Is that what I want? Come on, unit test. Okay, it didn't get down into here. What did it fail on? It's not... Okay, so the test ran properly, but it didn't actually drop down into here. Why didn't it do that? You know what? I'm going to put a breakpoint here, and I'm going to debug, and let's see what's going on. So I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to turn on my debugger. There we go, debug selected test. I'm going to see what happens when I get to this point and actually inspect it. All right. Here we are. So key sections, it's an array. I have app settings and app setting 1. So when I look at this, app setting 1, good. All right, that's what I wanted. So my base key is app setting 1, yes. And my section is app settings, cool. All right. So key sections.length is greater than 1, yes. Any data sections app settings. Oh, I went after key instead of base key. Look at that. All right, no problem. Easy fix. Change that. I'm going to remove my breakpoint here. Let's see if that unit test finishes. No, it still doesn't like it because I made the same mistake here. Oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeff. And yes, all greens. Cool. All right. So now this test runs. So now I have a feature where I can specify that the settings that I want to load are pulled from appropriate sections and define exactly what those keys are that I want to overwrite from my ini file, right? And it'll apply those appropriately. So that's pretty cool, right? I should be able to, I should be able to go here and just add a second setting, and this should say value 2, not value 21, not 21, and let that roll through. And here comes my unit test. There it is, all greens. Ship it. I like it. I like it. So I've got a new file and with my new test. So let's make sure everything is saved. So let me add that. Add test any strict. Oh. Any strict. There we go. Can now read merged section names for any files. Cool. Push. Should I publish a new NuGet package? Part of me says not yet. Let's wait and see how many folks we get pulling this down. But you know what I should do? I should tag that version that I did ship. That was this one here, 4Baker0. Let me just make sure I get my tag correctly. Yes, use Firefox. because I want to tag that specific version. Blah, 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 blah. Show me the examples. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you stink. Git tag. Isn't it? I thought it was like a -v to specify. No, that's verify. Ignore case. What is it to specify the actual version? -d does delete. I don't want to verify. If I just say git tag, yeah, look at that. Nothing. All right. So I'm going to grab 4baker0. All right. Git tag 4baker0. We'll call that 0.0 preview. I have it backwards. V020 preview. I'm doing something wrong. How do I specify the version? Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't want to sign it. I don't care for that. Shows how many lines from the annotation. No. List. No. Sort. No, no, no. I want to specify the... Specifies the object that the new tag will refer to, usually a commit. Defaults to head. So commit and object. So that looks like -- contains? No. It goes git tag, tag name, commit. Git tag, tag name. So he's telling me, let's put 27 on the end of that. Ah, much better. All right. But it pushed up my tag. Good. So now let's close that. I'm in dev. And I'm not. There it is. Cool. I'm not going to push that into master yet. All right. Next feature that I want to add. So I can do any files. I feel like I want to do YAML files next. What do you think? YAML files. Wouldn't that be cool to be able to pull any configuration information from YAML files? But what's a good YAML parser that's out there on NuGet that I can use, that I can lift from? NetEscapade's configuration YAML from Andrew Locke. YAML configuration provider implementation to use with extensions configuration. Really? What does this do? That looks cool. What's this do? What's this do? Configuration provider to use with ASP.NET Core. All right. YAML configuration. Neat. All right. What's he using for? What are you using for your configuration provider? Oh, look at that. Handling Kubernetes secrets, huh? Where's your project file? Is it here? Package reference, Yaml.net. Why didn't that? Whatever. Yaml.net by Aubrey. Almost half a million downloads. That looks cool. $93 downloads of the latest version. That's pushed 12 days ago. Okay. But Aubrey's been working on this. That's fine. Let's do it. Let's check out bringing in Yaml.net. So I'm going to start off by going into my configuration builders. Manage NuGet packages. Yaml.net. There it is. Yeah, let's bring in the pre-release. Why not? All right. Now, before I go too much further, I'm going to create a feature branch just so I don't screw this up anymore. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I've got Yaml.net here. Let's add a class. Call it Yaml Configuration Builder. Okay. And I'm just going to have this inherit from the, not key value, pair. From the same key value config builder. And I need to implement that abstract class. Now, just like I did for my ini one, I'm going to need to specify a location. Where's that file that you're loading from? So I'm going to add a location tag. And we're going to need to save that, so let's put a property for that as well. I'll steal that same feature. Okay. All right. I'm not even going to write any YAML code yet. I'm going to go over and start creating some tests. So let's add a new folder. Call this YAML. And let's create a simple class. Because I want to just do the simple scenario. Get data loaded, right? And you know what? I think I need the same type of base fixture that I have over here to load up and get my files that I'm going to be testing with. Yeah, but I don't want to rewrite this same thing again and again and again. So let's do some refactoring. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to copy this class. Yeah, I'm going to copy this class, and I'm thinking I'm going to move it up one, and I'll call it just base fixture. And then I'll have a little implementation inside of each one of my folders that specifies the base file name. Base fixture. And I will make this a public abstract. Oops. Too many things. Alright, let's get rid of you. Alright, now I've got some references we gotta fix. Gotta fix this one, that one. Yep, get reflection fixed. Alright. Alright. Let's replace this. Excuse me. So protected string. No. Abstract string get folder. And the result of that will drop right here. Okay. So now, if I've done this right, I should be able to go to here, make this a base fixture, get rid of all this, and for this, haha, return INI. And all of my tests should still work because I've refactored everything, and of course they don't. I broke something good. Didn't I? Ah, no, they work. Everything's green. Woohoo! Alright, so here's my simple Yaml one. And this one I should inherit from, I need a base Yaml fixture, don't I? Let's inherit from base Yaml fixture, and we'll create that. Generate class, let's just write it right here. And we will inherit from base fixture. Yep. And I will override get folder. Yep. And I'm just going to return Yaml. Right? Because that's the name of my folder. Yaml. Alright. What's this one upset? Does not implement get any file. Ah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So my base fixture, it's called any file location. But it really should be, it should now just be config file location. But this is what's referenced inside my other inside my other classes. So I need to move that just to make sure I don't break anything. I'm going to move that over here. And I'm going to change my get. And I'm going to say return config file location, because I'm actually going to have a more generic config file location property. So here I will have a protected string config file location get private set. Now I should have broken, there it is, this. That's okay. I'll replace that in both locations. I'll replace this. So that should work. Now I also have this method get any file name. That's what it's called inside of my any file implementations. Just to make sure. I'll do this. I'll have the same thing here. And I will override. instead I will call this get config file name. So I will override get config file name, and to make sure that this works still, I will return the get any file name. Cool. So here in my base class, I'll just write that in. Do I still get all greens? Everything still work? Give it a second to run. Come on, tests. It'll make you feel good. Rebuilding, let's run them all. Force it to work. Build errors. Do you want to continue and run test? No. What did I break? Base YAML fixture does not implement. Ah. Right. So let's get rid of this, that. Not yet. Don't need you. Where am I? Over here? That's my simple ini. I don't need that. Ah, here it is. All right. I need to implement get config file name. But actually, oh, wait. This is an abstract class. There we go. Now this one, yes, there we go. All right. There we go. So now we should get some completed tests here. See it run through. All greens. Good. All right. Let's move this into another file. And I'm running up against an hour and a half, 90-minute mark. I think we're going to be wrapping it up here in just a few minutes. But we've done some pretty cool refactoring, I think. So my base fixture is now really simple and tight. Works with config files. And I have that base ini fixture that knows how to work with those ini specific file names and methods that I used. Not bad. I think that's where we're going to stop today. And yeah, my base fixture looks good. Everything's running. So let me clean up. So let's add, let me make sure everything's saved. So let's clean up like I should at the end of every coding session. So let me add my test YAML folder. Let me add test base fixture. Let me add the basis of my new YAML configuration builder. And let's commit everything else. Started work on the YAML configuration builder. Cool. Let me do a git push. And what's the name of this branch? This is feature YAML. And set that up for tracking. All right, so I've got my feature branch pushed up to GitHub. I've started working on a YAML configuration builder. I've done some cool refactoring here with the help of my unit testing to verify that everything still works in my ini configuration builders, and I'm making use of some of those same features that I wrote before in my unit tests so that I can extract my files that I'm going to be testing with. My YAML configuration files is what I'll be using in this set of tests, but I'll be able to write those to disk where I'm going to be doing my unit tests. So next time I will pick up from there and I'll start writing some content to parse and read through those YAML configurations. And we should see a new branch. Excuse me. Oh, coffee's giving me a little bit of... There we go. All right, so here's where my YAML work is going to be, and it's been pushed up. And I should see... There it is, my YAML configuration builder. Now there's no new tests or anything to run, but this is where we'll be working on this. So you can download the ini configuration builder if you'd like. That's available on NuGet under fritz.configurationbuilders. The project is up here on GitHub at github.com/fritz, Fritz configuration builders. And if you have any ideas for new features that you'd like to see me add to this, go ahead and drop me a line in issues. If you see some things that you think I could make a little bit easier, some content that I should build into this, drop me a line, either as an issue. I'm going to start building out the wiki that tells you exactly all the features of the ini configuration builder that you can use. And on Tuesday morning, we'll come back and we'll start working through adding YAML features to this project. So thanks a lot for tuning in this morning. I appreciate you joining me here on Black Friday. I'll see you next time.